My husband's girlfriend wants a baby. Give me advice. Husband's girlfriend. Okay. Yeah. Purest reaction I could have. This story came February 23rd, 2026. I'm just gonna begin reading because confusion. My husband and I have been together since we were 22. We are 38 years old now. We have two wonderful sons, a teen and a preteen. When our youngest was 3, we opened our marriage because I wanted to explore. We did some swapping a few times. It was okay, but I realized I really liked being with women. Eventually, I told my husband I was done exploring, but he could continue if he wanted. We talked a lot. He agreed after we discussed some ground rules. I never really dated anyone else. I had brief relationships with a few women, but that's it. He met Sarah, a very successful career and 40. There was an immediate spark. Sarah said she wanted to meet me. I told her that as long as their relationship didn't interfere with our life or his responsibilities as a dad and husband, he is very involved in the kids' lives and with household responsibilities, then I was completely okay with it. So one weekend a month, they would meet up and have fun. A few times they went on mini trips. I actually enjoyed seeing my husband happy, and Sarah even sent me a few videos. She clearly stated that she had no intention of replacing me. See, I know that this is very common. People have open relationships. I just could never do it, so it's hard for me to understand how people could. But that's okay. Not my relationship. Couldn't be me.
Don't like that.
Now, on Saturday, she texted my husband saying she wanted to see both of us at a restaurant. We showed up and she dropped a bomb. She wants my husband to have a baby with her. She said it would be like being a single mom by choice, except the baby would know who the dad is, and my husband would be involved in visiting the child and being a part of their life. My husband said this is 100% my decision, and if I don't feel comfortable, it won't happen. They both said if I said no, their relationship will continue, so I should not feel pressured that I'm breaking them up. She could find another donor, I assume, but I can't stop thinking about it. Am I ruining my husband's happiness if I say no? If I say yes, am I ruining my kid's future and our marriage? I hate to admit it, but I always wanted a daughter. What if my husband and she have a girl? Then she would be the woman who finally gives him a daughter. I'm a mess. Please give me advice. I am not qualified because my mind still cannot wrap around the fact that this is the position you're in. My mind would be spiraling. It is spiraling, and it's not even my life.
Get a hold of yourself, man.
But you know what? You know who always has something to say? Reddit. Comment section, here we go. Someone commented and said, he has a household of his own children that are his priority. I would not be okay with him having another outside of the home. That could easily take away from his responsibilities to you and your guys' children. Say no, you are clearly not okay with it. OP responded and said, well, she said she will be a single mom with choice, but wants the kids to know the dad and occasionally visit the kid. Yeah, she's saying that now, but once the baby comes, she might be having him over there all the time. That's the baby's dad and her boyfriend. Next comment. One more thing. This was previously discussed between the two of them. They had this conversation about her having a baby. Then they sprang it on you as if it wasn't already decided that she was going to do this, with or without your permission, to use your husband's sperm. Is she pregnant now? This is all incredibly underhanded. True, she could already be pregnant. She could already be pregnant, and they're just hoping that she agrees to it. OP responded and said, no, not pregnant now. She said once we are ready, she will go off the pills. Well, we don't know if that's true or not, but hey, we'll take it as she's telling the story. Next comment. Do you want to join him in paying child support until the baby turns 18? Another factor I did not think of, because this is out of my expertise. I am not qualified.
I'm not qualified.
She wrote back and said she makes more money than me and my husband total, and says that she does not want any financial support. Again, she's saying that now. Who says she's going to agree to that for the next 18 years?
It could happen.
Next comment. Him being a father being 100% your decision is so strange to me. He should have some input if he's expected to change his life and be there for the other child, and that should have some some type of bearing for where he stands on the subject. I just have a hard time believing he's fully ambivalent about having another kid outside of your marriage. She responded and said, I guess I did not express this correctly. I apologize, I'm a mess. On our way back, I asked him if he wants another baby with her. He said, well, I would love to have more kids. I love her so much, and if it was up to me, I would give her a baby, but I don't want you to feel pressured. I feel like I will be the reason for her not having a baby. So he does want more kids. Yeah. Okay, I can't comprehend any of this.
I understand nothing.
My mind is still trying to absorb the information from the title alone. Next comment. Totally contrary to the initial agreement. Direct her to a sperm bank. Tell her your friendship and access to your husband will stop, and that if she pursues it, even by accident, that you will sue her for alienation of affections. For safety's sake, get this stuff in writing, present her an agreement to abide by, and get it signed by her and your husband. As a precautionary measure, try to get a recording of your conversation about this on your phone. If this conversation causes a rift, then ask her why she's so interested in your husband as versus any other man that she might have. OP responded and said, I actually asked, and she said, he is a good-looking guy. She loves him. He is smart and a great guy, and I'm not getting any younger, so I'm gonna do it by myself instead of wasting my time to meet a husband. Okay, I guess this is the cheaper way as well. I can't believe this is someone's life. Like, someone is actually like going through this in life and having to deal with that. By choice, too. Okay, we have our first update and it came the next day. We're now at February 24th. I talked to my husband. He said that Sarah a few times asked if he likes to have more kids casually and complimented him about what an involved dad he is, but that's about it. I asked what he thought about her request to get her pregnant. He said he really loves her and loves having more kids, and if it's what makes her happy, he would do it in a heartbeat if it was up to him only. I told him he has two solutions. Number one, we separate/divorce and he can get Sarah pregnant. With 50-50 custody of our kids, he will have time to take care of her and her newborn too, like he did for me when I gave birth. He should also explain the whole thing to our kids. Or number two, he gets snipped before touching Sarah or any other women again. I'm not asking you to be monogamous with me, but I demand you to get snipped. How do you choose? Which option? He did not really reply, but said he wanted to think. I guess as of right now, it's 100% on him with those two choices. Okay, back to the comment section. First comment, when's the next time your partner is supposed to see Sarah? Has he spoken to you at all? How much space are you going to give him? She said they are planning to go on a vacation at the end of March, but with the current state of Mexico, I doubt it will happen. No space at all, actually. We are acting normal. He cooked tonight and took our youngest to his soccer practice. Now, next comment, this was what she responded to a comment about his relationship with his friends with benefits, meaning Sarah. She wrote back to this comment and said she is not a friends with benefits. They both mentioned that they love each other. They have been together a little over 2 years, I believe, if not longer. We did talk about accidental pregnancies in the beginning. He said for casual hookups, he always wears protection. But once he met Sarah, she told him from the beginning that she had absolutely no interest in ever becoming a mother and she was on the pills. I guess now she has changed her mind and wants to have a baby with her boyfriend. I'm not sure what changed in her life. She wants her kid to know their dad and my husband to visit the kid, but I'm not sure how. She says she would be a single mom by choice with occasional visits by my husband. I thought about it a lot. I'm okay with sharing him. His mental health has been amazing since he has met her. He is a better spouse and a better dad now, but I'm not okay with my kids sharing their dad with her kid. I know if we get a divorce and he gets her pregnant, that's going to happen anyway, which is why this is such mental torture. That's true. If you guys separate, he's gonna be doing that anyway, but now you're just separated. This is stressing me out. We have more updates. I need a sip of water. Honestly, probably something stronger, but we're gonna hydrate today. You should too. Cheers. Let me know what's in your cup for hydration station today. Do you know everyone says that they want to be as unbothered as you in this lifetime? Same. Watch. I'm gonna try to hold her hand and she's gonna get mad at me. Oh. If you guys think I'm sassy, it might be my fault. Can I hold this one? Okay. So sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry for interrupting your 17th nap of the day. The next update came the next day. I had a long talk with my husband this morning before leaving for work, and now I'm trying to decide what's best for me and my kids. I'm very emotional, so please be gentle. This morning, his girlfriend texted him about his decision and joked that she should adjust their meetup schedule according to her fertile days, and said she's so excited to try for a baby with him. I asked him the same question. What is your decision? He said he decided that he wants to have a baby with her and will figure out the routine so that everything works out the same. I told him that in that case, I am filing for divorce. He asked me why. What are you trying to achieve? You can leave and then only see the kids 50% of the time. It will cost us a lot in money for legal fees. You'll go from a nice house with your kids to a smaller apartment near your work. To achieve what? You already can see other people. What would divorce bring you? What's the benefit for you? He said that whether we divorce or not, the baby will happen. He also said he won't neglect any of his responsibilities towards our kids or me because he will have a new baby. According to him, the most logical solution would be to tell the kids about Sarah when she gets pregnant and explain that they will have a half sibling. He wants to come clean and just continue with our lives. I got very emotional and said that I don't want her in my life. He said that she wouldn't be a part of my life and that he could arrange visitations with Sarah and the baby so that he goes there instead of her baby coming to our house. He kept saying that this way everything could be open and honest, the kids would be informed, and they could even meet the future baby. He said there's literally zero benefit to divorce since our marriage is already open, aside from draining our bank account. I'm very emotional right now and I'm planning to speak to a lawyer to get some advice. Has anyone dealt with a situation like this? Certainly not me, but the comment section probably has an opinion. Someone commented and said, first and foremost, I am sorry he's putting you and your kids through this. Here's the thing I know you know. He's lying. The worst of it is that he's lying to himself at best. Nothing's going to change? No. The first problem was when you both decided not to disclose your relationship style to your kids. Now you both have to tell your kids the life they thought they had with both of you is a lie. And oh, by the way, dad wants to get someone else pregnant. Anyway, talk to a lawyer. I'm sorry for what everyone is going to have to go through, but kudos to you for having tried to make this work so far. She responded and said he wants to introduce Sarah once she gets pregnant as his friend, and he and her are having a baby. My kids are not babies. They know where babies come from, so I have no idea how this will work. But also, they deserve to know that they have a sibling, and when they get older, they're gonna realize what's going on here. Can't just be like,
oh, this is my friend's baby. We're spending a lot of time with her.
Next comment. Let me ask you, how do you feel that he has basically decided this is a go? Really feel? I feel like you are being forced into a room you showed no desire to be in, and now you have to figure out how to make it work. What does divorce do for you if his question, but what does your marriage do for you? He is insane to think this changes nothing. It sure as hell does. To be completely honest, he sounds like he wants it his way with his needs. That isn't really sustainable in a happy marriage. I am so sorry you are going through this. You really need to decide what is best for you in the long run. I know you have kids, but you deserve to be happy. She wrote back and said, I feel sad, very sad, heartbroken to see him giggling when he reads her texts about trying for a baby. We already have two, so why is he doing this? And by staying married, I get to live in my house, be with my kids 100%. My kids don't have to go to Sarah and his place 50% of the time. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're gonna have to share custody. Remember when he said this is 100% your decision, but then he came to you and he was like, yeah, I wanna do this and it's happening either way. It's like I blinked and he changed his mind completely. Someone commented and said, what happened after your talk yesterday? She said, nothing really. He just cuddled with me as I was laying down in bed, sad, and reassured me that kids and I are his priority and that he loved us. He thinks he can magically manage everything if we just work together. He wants to tell the kids when his girlfriend is pregnant because they will find out eventually anyway. I told him I want to talk to an attorney and a therapist. I told him I don't want to make a bad decision or rush, and he said he understood. Next comment. He has disrespected you and your family's dynamic and boundaries by saying he's going to have this baby whether you like it or not, especially after he said the choice was 100% your choice. And a divorce is actually so much simpler and doesn't cost a whole lot if you guys can agree on how it's split before you even go in. My heart goes out to you and your courage with how everything has gone. I hope it doesn't have to end too messy. I would agree though that the kids should know regardless of what happens. They deserve to know. She wrote back and said, kids know now. Oh, and so do his parents. We talked to them. He told them that it was my idea to open the marriage. He is not cheating and gave him consent. My oldest is so furious at both of us and called us embarrassing and disgusting. My youngest is meh and doesn't really care. My mother-in-law yelled at me when she found out. It was a very emotional day. Yeah. That's a lot of information to suddenly just spring on people. If you hid that from everyone in your life so far, kind of like quite a bomb to drop here. It does not end there though. We get a final update in very recent times. Almost 2 months later, we are now at April 21st, 2026. Let's see what happened. I have been getting many DMs. Here is the final update, and she gave it in point form. Number 1, I met with an attorney but decided to stay and work things out. Number 2, I've seen a therapist who is very familiar with E&M. Number 3, Sarah got pregnant almost immediately. Yes, I gave my husband consent, but also told him if it affects our lives, I will be gone. She is due at the end of November. Number 4, she and my husband had a long talk. She is moving back to her home country to be closer to her sister. In fact, her moving day is soon and my husband is helping her. He will be with her after she gives birth. She told my husband that once the baby is older, she would like to start dating to get married, so she will then break up with my husband. What's happening? So he's not even gonna be in this kid's life and that baby's not even gonna see your kid? Oh my God. My husband understood because he has zero plan to end our marriage. Even if I leave, Sarah has no interest in being a parent to our kids. So this is all for the best. Sarah wants my husband to be in the kid's life with occasional visits, FaceTime and stuff. Okay. Number 5, my youngest is very excited. My oldest at first got really mad, but now told my husband he wants nothing to do with the baby, which my husband respects. And number 6, my in-laws are confused, but my mother-in-law hopes she finally gets a granddaughter. Overall, life is good. Is it? We're definitely gonna check out a few comments now. Someone said, does having the baby in Canada mean your husband is off the hook for child support? That would have been my main concern. Also, sorry your husband lied about already getting her pregnant. He should have led with a lot more honesty. OP said, she has stated many times she will not file for child support and she won't be adding my husband to the birth certificate. Baby will know who the real dad is, but she wants to be a single mom by choice. Now, this is a comment. She replied to a very long comment and it just gives more info about her decision. And she said, I have thought about it a lot. I told my husband he has my consent as long as our life stays the same. My husband is a firefighter, so he works 24-hour shifts a few days a month, and the rest he is free, so he mostly meets her when the kids are at school, beside their one weekend a month that they get together. My mother-in-law generally loves me, but sometimes she can be too much. The good news is every time I tell my husband that my mother-in-law is too much, he stands up for me. Yes, it was my idea to open the marriage and he did not cheat. He has talked to his parents again and again. He will again soon because mother-in-law lately again has become too much. She has asked my husband if she can visit the baby and go with my husband when Sarah gives birth. Sarah said no, and besides him, she doesn't want any visitor until she is ready. My mother-in-law knows knows the baby will be raised by Sarah alone, but hopes that she will get to visit the baby often too. If he can't keep the boundaries that he promised to me, I really have nothing to negotiate. I will leave him, and he is aware of that. I'm no help at all to this story. I'm just here for the ride, all right? My brain can't even comprehend this lifestyle, and kudos to whoever wants to do it. As long as you're happy, who am I? Who am I to judge what you do in your relationship with your one life on this earth? Surely not me. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on this, you guys. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy. I'll see you tomorrow.